afternoon, Pokesports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 1 video, bringing you a Lucario team. And for the first time in weeks, I'm healthy. So this should be a nice video, hopefully. Hopefully, I don't have an excuse today of why I'm making bad plays. I can't blame it on an illness. I can only just make those bad plays confidently. And here we have a team from OlssonMatt on Twitter. We'll link their Twitter down below in the description. Where they're running a Rain Lucario team. Now, immediately, you guys might be thinking, Kevin, why are you running Lucario when Annihilate exists? And while I would usually agree with you, Annihilate doesn't have Tera boosted E-speeds, doesn't have E-speeds at all, actually. And, you know, most people like Lucario. I think it was actually voted like top 30, probably even top 10 of like the most popular Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. I know like Nintendo ran that poll recently or something, and Lucario was on that poll. Which is crazy. It's crazy to consider that after so many years, Lucario is still a very popular Pokemon in the fan eyes. So I want to see if it could still be popular in the competitive eyes, right? Now, these sets are actually very in-depth and very crazy. I couldn't even pretend that I knew what any of them were, but I'm sure OlssonMatt put a lot of thought into it. I'm running the Rain team again. We ran Beartic a couple of days ago. Different Beartic team, obviously, because this one has Lucario on it. And this is a clear Amulet Beartic as well. So I'm excited to see if Beartic can impress me a little bit more than it did in the last time, you know? It didn't do amazing in the other episode, and also didn't do horrible. So I just want to see if maybe it can do something a little bit more here. Also, Salamence is on this team, which is another weird one. And Raichu, another Pokemon I think people are sleeping on. I feel like Raichu is always very good. It just needs people to convince people that it's good first. And who knows, maybe this will be the video that I convince you guys. So if you guys are excited to see Lucario and Raichu on today's video, in today's team, go ahead, hit the like button down below, and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to today's video. I just read Olsson's Pokepaste title, and the Pokepaste title is Wet Dog, SV edition. So haha, it is a steel type dog in Rain. Funny. All right, so we're going against the Dozo Bozo team. Links in the description. And, you know, just we've faced this team a million times. You could already expect to see Tyranitar and Lycanroc in the lead. It's just something that we just come to expect at this point. Salamence, like, low-key does pretty well into that pretty decently. I can even do, like, Salamence and a friend. But which friend do I choose? Maybe Lucario. Salamence, Lucario in the lead, bring the Pelipper and Beartic in the back. Doesn't seem like an awful option. My biggest concern is, will I have anything for the Dozo Bozo? Clear Smog, but this is kind of relying on me. Yeah, I don't have Haze anywhere. Reversal. That's an interesting one. That's definitely an interesting one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bring... I'm gonna have to bring the Amoonguss whether I want to or not. Just because the Amoonguss is the only way through the Bozo. Man, I guess we'll see. I'm not... I hate only relying on Clear Smog sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Because of the Steel-type Bozos. You know, if they have Steel-type, I'm just kind of walled. So, it's always nice having that plus Haze. Okay, so we'll worry about that later. At least we got their lead right. It's what it always is. Tyranitar and Lycanroc. I think we're in a great place right now. This is the perfect lead for us. We force out their Tera right away, which is amazing. If we can force their Tera out, that is. All right, we're Steel-type Tera on the Salamence. I kind of want to keep this a little bit not problematic. The Intimidate is nice, but I think I'm going to hard swap the Pelipper in. Just to get rid of the sand. Also get rid of the speed that the Lycanroc does have. The Lycanroc doesn't actually scare me too much. I could normal Tera, but they're gonna CC me here. You know what? I'll just... not normal Tera, but just Meteor Mash them. I then cross my fingers. I do have some defensive investment here on this Lucario. 100 HP, 20 defense. It's something. It's definitely something. All right, I do force the Tera out. Thank goodness. Because that means that if I force that Tera out, they won't have a Steel-type Bozo, which means my Amoonguss won't be utterly useless later. So I'm very happy that I forced that out. So even if I do just lose Lucario for absolutely no reason here, which I don't, thankfully, because I do have that investment, then I'm okay with that. Maybe I should have close combated so I wouldn't miss, but it's fine. I'm going to take it down to Sash anyway. All right, I do have E-Speed if I can live this turn. It really just depends on what the Tyranitar is doing. Ice Punch. Okay, yeah, we live this turn. Amazing. And get hit by the Rocky Helmet. Beautiful. All right, we have a way through again. I have two options. I Icy Wind or I Hurricane, or even Wide Guard this turn could be a play. They could decide to go for Rock Slide here, but the Wide Guard Pelipper is kind of an obvious play nowadays. I think I'm going to hold Steel type for Salamence on that Tera and just go for the Hurricane here on the T-Tar. And I'm just going to try to catch their dog off guard here. Yep. E-Speed coming in clutch, baby. Nice. Okay, good. We got rid of the Lycan Rock. That's one problem out of the way. Here's the Hurricane now onto the T-Tar. Should do a decent amount of damage. Ooh, okay, AV. That's for sure. And they did just go for Rock Slide. Lucario's still going to tank that, though. Holy Cario. See, this is what I said in the beginning of the video. Olsson has these sets, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. They're coming in clutch for now. Bozo. Okay, so they do have Bozo. They could hard swap the Tatsu here, which is a little concerning. I think I'm just going to Wide Guard in case they EQ. And fire off a CC into the Dozo. Yeah, you can't target that slot when the Tatsu is an option for the opponent. You can't target the slot. Because if I would have double targeted that slot, I would have just double missed. So I'm glad that I just redirected both my attacks into the Dozo right now. Like, yeah, they're going to be doing less damage than they would have been doing. But I just kind of need the Dozo to take one of my Pokemon out, or just let me get the 2 free attacks here. One or the other. Also, Colton, thanks for the sub. I still have that on. All right, they go for just the order up on Pelipper. Okay. No big deal. I get the Amoonguss in, which is all that I really care about. All right, free CC. Not going to do any damage because obvious reasons. But again, getting the Amoonguss in here is all that I really needed to do. I kind of want to preserve this Lucario, not going to lie. I'm just not sure if I can afford to. Actually, I think I can afford to. They can't Tera, which is the big deal, right? And I could do something like Clear Smog this turn. And then hard swap into the Salamence for the -1 on the Intimidate, just to guarantee that their order up can't one-shot my Amoonguss. All right, there's the Intimidate. Look, who would have guessed Intimidate could still be good in this series? No, everyone forgot how good Intimidate is, guys. All right, went for the EQ. Definitely gonna be able to eat that up. Here's a Clear Smog. Enjoy. I hope you regret your decisions. Since they're going for EQ, I should be a little bit concerned because they do have order up, but I should also be a little bit concerned because they have EQ. I'm going to Spore. They're not going to EQ. I'm going to Terrasilize and go for the Hurricane just to do some damage. I have Hurricanes in the rain for a couple more turns. Probably like two more turns if I had to guess. So I might as well just take advantage of that. Use my Salamence. The thing with Bozo is that they can't switch out, so you can just Intimidate spam them. That's going to just straight one-shot there, actually. Which is huge, because it means my Spore is going to land on the Tatsu. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. And that's not even the mandatory sleep turn because it didn't even attack this turn. Oh, that's going to be huge. Okay, so I do lose my rain now. It's not what I wanted. But it's fine. I don't think it's the end of this. Because I can just go... There shouldn't be anything that the Tyranitar can really do my Salamence at this point, so I could just sleep the Tyranitar. And then just fire off a Draco into the Tatsu spot. Okay, Tatsu's going to have Scarf because it outsped everything on the field. Or it just went for a Protect, but I'm not taking any chances here. We're going to get rid of it right away. Life 4 boosted Draco Meteor, baby. All that's left is a T-Tar. Hopefully a T-Tar that will go to bed. Okay, it looks like they're just going to Tera Blast into my Amoonguss. Hey, respect. They fear the Amoonguss. I get it. The Lucario should be able to outspeed anything that T-Tar can do. The problem is I will be at -2. Flying type, flying type, flying type. So I can only go for Meteor Bash or E-Speed. Thankfully, I'm Steel, so I won't take any Sand Chip on either one of my Pokemon. I think I'm just going to go for the Meteor Mash. It does have a chance to miss. 90% accurate. Is it worth it? It is Stab. I don't think it's worth it. To go for 2 things that have a potential to miss, it's really not worth it. I'm going to E-Speed and I'm going to Draco. Did something. Thankfully, the Draco does connect. It's -2, though. It's not going to be enough to knock out. I don't need enough to knock out. I just need enough to last another turn. All right, Tera Blast again. It's a Flying Tera into a Steel Salamence. Yeah, I eat this up. I don't think this T-Tar has anything for me. The T-Tar's actually the only thing on the field taking Sand Chip, so that should definitely be GG. I'm going to Protect just to guarantee it. Ooh, what a game. We got through the Bozo, baby. Like I said at the beginning, I'm always nervous about Amoonguss being the only answer to Dondozo on a team. Because Steel type just shuts it down. Like, Haze is just the best way to deal with it in like 9 out of 10 times. But hey, thankfully, we forced the Tera out of the T-Tar really early by showing them that, hey, we have a Lucario. You better do something about this or I will abuse it. So thank goodness. GG's. Very standard good stuff team here. Got the Rotom, got the Garchomp, got the Gyarados, got the Meowscarada, got the Grimion, got the Amoonguss. Interesting. Raichu is definitely really nice into this matchup. Salamence is also pretty decent if it weren't for that Garchomp. But it's also not the end of the world. Like, I could just go like rain mode with Pelipper and Beartick. Bring Raichu, bring Lucario. That should help me deal with the majority of their team. In fact, it wouldn't be the worst thing if I just led Raichu and Pelipper. Got the rain started. Bring the Lucario in the back. Bring the Beartick in the far back. Beartick's going to help me deal with the Meowscarada, Amoonguss, and Garchomp. So Beartick is definitely like a late game option. I have Reversal, right? What else do I have? I have Thunder, Reversal, Helping Hand. Yeah, I think this is okay. Maybe not Raichu in the lead. Honestly, what if I just go Rain Package in the lead? They have no way to change the weather anyway. And I could have Raichu, Lucario in the back. I do theoretically need Raichu for the Gyarados, but I don't want to bait the Gyarados into Terastallizing. I have to bait a Terastallization on one of their Pokemon. Problem is, I can't bait it on all of them. And there's so many Pokemon on that team that have 4 times weaknesses. So I really just have to pick and choose which I bait out of them first, and then kind of adjust. All right, they go Grimy and Rotom. All right, I can't keep Pelipper in for obvious reasons. This is like kind of a free swap though. Or I could even Tera myself here. But that would be kind of a waste. I don't think that I really benefit anything from going ground Tera when I could just go into Raichu. Hit the Liquidation. Yeah, let's just hit the Liquidation onto the Grimmsnarl. And hard swap the Raichu in. Next turn we get a Freak Out. We can play a little bit less defensively. The Rotom does threaten my team a lot, though. If it weren't for the Raichu, I would be in a world of pain. All right, they're just going to set the Reflect. Turn 1, fair. Liquidations should still do... That is no damage, to be honest. Oh, they don't fall for the bait. They just go for a straight Hydro onto my bear tick and leave me at 15 HP. Yikes. Okay, I'm not going to terrestrialize there. I'm going to fake out the Grim. And then Brick Break. Maybe I shouldn't fake out Grim. I'm going to Thunder the Rotom and Brick Break the Rotom. I'm going to double down on this Rotom here. I know I wasted a fake out turn, but I think just getting some damage off on the Rotom is more important than faking it out right now. Now, let's see if they have the swap into the Garchomp or if they even bother doing that. Problem is, I'm going to lose my Bear Tick, which is my best way through the Garchomp. All right, looks like they're attacking with the Grimmsnarl. I'm going to knock off the Light Screen, followed by Thunder onto the Rotom. Decent damage, not going to lie. Pop the Citrus. What are they gonna do? Like just Spirit Break me? There's the Hydro. Into my Raichu slot this time. I hang on with Sash. What's the Grimmy doing? Spirit Break. Okay. It's gonna knock out my Bear Thick. It's not over yet. In fact, we actually have a pretty decent upper hand. Not an upper hand, but we have a decent play now. Because one more Thunder should be enough to knock out the Raichu. Yeah, right? I think I did that much damage. Unless they terrestrialize Electric there. So I'm almost wondering if I should just Tera Electric, but at the 1 HP? No, it's a little risk. Actually, I should, because they could go for Light Screen this turn. I'm going to Tera Electric to knock out the Rotom. I'm going to Meteor Mash. It's so sketch wasting a Tera on 1 HP. Dang it, they just switched to the Garchomp. That's fair. I still had to make that play, I think. Knocking out, leaving the Rotom alive so that Rotom can Hydro Pump me just because of a Light Screen getting set up would have wrecked me. It wasn't a great play, but it was my best play at the time, I think. But it's fine. I think we're okay still. They set Reflect instead. Okay. They should still die to Meteor Mash, I think. I'd be surprised if they didn't, actually. Oh, they do. They do live. Wow. Well, I guess I go for Thunder there now. It would have been really convenient. Yeah, I think I'm swapping into Pelipper. I'm just gonna try to finish off the Grim, swap into Pelipper. This is a very bad game for me. I'm not accomplishing anything with my turns. I'm losing Mons left and right and not getting anything done. The Grimmsnarl is a big reason behind that. All right, into Pelipper go. Just because I want something to, I want a Wide Guard the following turn. All right, looks like they're gonna terrestrialize the Garchomp. I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. All right, there's the Light Screen. I definitely should still have enough damage to knock out the Grim, though. I probably didn't even need to knock out the Grim, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because they were going to knock themselves out with EQ anyway. Yeah, there's the EQ. It's fine. It's only knocking out the Raichu this turn, and then I can click Wide Guard for the other turns. As long as Lucario can outspeed the Sidemon, I should be safe this game. Right? As long as Lucario can outspeed their Sidemon, I should be safe. Because the only thing that Garchomp has that threatens my Lucario is that Earthquake. So my goal has to be to just keep hitting that Sidemon with everything I have. Yikes, it's Amoonguss. Oh, boy. This is a little complicated. I'm going to hope they click Rage Powder first. There's my Wide Guard. I really hope Amoonguss clicks Rage Powder. Dang it. They click EQ, but they're hitting themselves. Hold on, they hit themselves here. I need to see a lot of damage. It's 2 times stab onto this Amoonguss. Come on, hit yourself hard. Decent enough, I guess. All right, Meteor Mash is going to do absolutely nothing as they go for the Spore. Rain's going to stop. How do they take absolutely no damage? And I can't even protect this kind of stall at that Spore. They literally pinned me here. My highest damage output is currently E-Speed. Onto Garchomp, I guess. And then try to get a Hurricane off on this Amoonguss. That's fine. At least I know I made the right play considering my options here. My options are very limited. All right, there's a rough skin. I'm going to definitely lose my Lucario here. Oh. We get another turn. Hold on, hold on. A CC should knock out this Garchomp. Hold on, I feel like I have a win con here. Is my win con to wake up with Pelipper and then double the Amoonguss? Or E-Speed the Amoonguss so that Amoonguss dies to... Yeah, so that Amoonguss dies to the EQ. And then just wake up and go for the Icy Wind. Amoonguss will die to EQ, I think. Goes for Declaw, though. Okay. Never mind, GG. I actually might have been able to knock out that Garchomp. But then I would have had to deal with the sleepy Amoonguss. Yeah, I think maybe if I just focused that Garchomp down, that might have been my win con. That was a hard game. Yeah, it was 1 HP. I could have won if I just attacked the Garchomp. If I, by some reason or rhyme or miracle, live this EQ, I'll be surprised. They just hard swap into the Rotom. Fair enough. I might have been able to take it because I could defeat that Rotom in 1 CC. I think if I hit that Garchomp that last turn, this game would have been mine. Oh, that's such a sad moment. But hey, it was a good game nevertheless. It was definitely a good game. And the loss is just up to me. It's up to the 50-50, man. GG's, Garchomp. You did it. Good stuff's beat Beartic and friends. Beartic and Lucario. GG's. You lost the kid. Oh, of course I did. I lost the kid. Slowking and Glaceon. Why do I feel like this is a Hail team, but I don't see any Hail setters? Unless Chilly Reception is their only way to set Hail. Excuse me, Snow. Also, very slow team on their side of the field. It's worth mentioning. I'm definitely going to try to fight their Snow with my Rain, but I might not need Beartic. Although Beartic isn't bad here either. What if I just lead Lucario? I feel like Lucario puts a lot of pressure on their team. I'm definitely going to need a way of dealing with their Slowking right away. Okay, maybe I don't lead Lucario. Let's go Raichu and Pelipper. Because at least that way, I could hit the Slowking with a Thunder. And then the backup, bring the Beartic and then the Lucario. Which means we're leaving Salamence behind. I don't know how much I love that fact. But I'm going with my gut. My gut's telling me to leave Salamence behind. I could regret this. I'm not going to lie. I could regret this, but it's what I'm doing. Also, we never really know if the Annihilate's going to be Defiant or not. It does kind of have that 50-50 of are you Defiant or aren't you, you know? Oh, they're going with the Annihilate and the Population Bomb lead. Didn't expect that one. Not entirely glad that I'm seeing it either. I'm going to click Fake Out turn 1. And then just click Hurricane turn 1. And I think I'm going to throw everything I have into the mouse. It's a very aggressive turn 1. And they could just click Protect to make me very sad. But we'll see. Okay, something's terrestrializing. I'm assuming it's going to be the Annihilate, though. Yeah, okay, it is the Annihilate. The reason why I want to throw everything I have into the mouse is simply because I don't want to hit the Annihilate yet. I want Annihilate to be nice and weak. So if it's going to sit here, beat up into itself, or pop bomb into itself, I'm going to get set back very far. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do because they did click Rage Fist. All right, well, thankfully, we eat that up. All right, big Hurricane now onto the mouse. Gonna bring it down low enough to where Thunder can KO, which is all that I really need. As for the Annihilate, I think I just keep ignoring it for now. And again, worry about it later. Let's just go for the Thunder. And go for the Tailwind. We'll just get speed control on our side of the field. The mouse should not live that Thunder. Beautiful. And we'll see what else they have. When it comes to Annihilate, sometimes just ignoring it is the right play. See, look, they just keep Rage Fisting. Like, I'm not gonna let you bait me into doing damage to you. Because the second you start doing damage into Annihilate, it's over. You gotta make sure you have enough to kill if you're attacking Annihilate. And right now on the field, I don't. I simply don't. All right, let's see what else they have. There was a Slowking somewhere. There was a couple other Pokemon somewhere. Glaceon. Slowking is going to arrive to the field. Honestly, I'd even consider doing this. Like, I want to throw everything I got. I might hard soft the Pelipper here, actually. Problem is, I don't have anything that wants to take a Rage Fist, so I might hold. Everything into the Slowking, honestly. Literally everything in the Slowking. I actually regret Tera there. Oh, I know I clicked Tera at the beginning of my turn, but by the end of the turn, in my brain, I was like, I think I want to Tera. I want to Tera Beartic this game, but oh well, too late. I clicked the button. I committed to the button. Thankfully, they're just not going to protect. So maybe I did the right thing. Oh, I definitely did the right thing. Okay, great. That is so much damage coming out of that Raichu. Again, ignore the Annihilate. It's not worth it. Don't hit it. It won't do damage yet. Close combat. Well, it'll do damage to Raichu because Raichu's a Raichu, but I am still very content with that damage output and just knocking out their Slowking. They're down to their final two, and they now have reduced defenses on the Annihilate. So this might be my one shot into, you know, knocking it out. Who knows? We'll see what they have. Since they did have Slowking, I'm assuming this is Glaceon. Yeah. All right, Glaceon. Probably has Ice Shard. If I had to guess. Even if they do have Ice Shard, I think I throw everything I have into Glaceon. Battle was canceled. Hey, we're gonna take that GG, baby. We're gonna take that one. Oh, yeah. We essentially just ignoring the Annihilate is what won us that game, right? My opponent realized that they've lost too many Pokemon and just trying to deal with my lead, that it was just a never-ending downward spiral from there. Another T-Tar and Lycanroc, except this one has a Volcarona and a Tauros on it. Okay. No Bozo, which means we're not going to be forced onto the Amoonguss, which is really good for us. T-Tar and Lycanroc. Okay, I think we're just going to go Lucario and Salamence the same way we did last time. It seemed to work out for us. Also, love the Pelipper here. Also, love the Beartic here. I like those four here. I like the fact that I'm not forced to bring the Amoonguss, so I can really pressure my opponent. Because if I was forced to bring Amoonguss, then I just feel like I don't have enough damage. The Annihilate is still going to be as scary as any Annihilate is. Especially with my Beartic. I don't actually know who I'm going to Terrasilize here because ideally I don't want to Terrasilize anybody. Except maybe my Beartic. That'd be the only Pokemon I could and should Terrasilize. So if I Terrasilize Salamence, I become weak to Annihilate. If I Terrasilize Lucario, I become, again, weak to Annihilate. Beartic's really the only Pokemon I could Terrasilize and not be weak to anybody. and just like come out with more damage. We'll see how the game presents itself to us. I'm assuming just a Lycanroc lead with a Tyranitar. When people run those two, they love to lead with it. So, as we've seen in today's video even. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see it again. Oh, wow. Okay. Annihilate and Volcarona gonna be their lead here. Please don't be Defiant. Please don't be the first Defiant one we see in, like, weeks. Of course. This would be the first Defiant one we see in weeks. Not gonna lie, that's kind of awful. I think I'm gonna go for the Bone Rush. No. No, that's a bad play. I'm gonna go for the Hard Swap out into Pelipper. I'm gonna ignore the Annihilate spot. I don't know how smart that is. And then I'm just gonna go for a Hurricane onto the Volcarona, because just in case that Volcarona like Tera grasses for some reason, it's still super effective damage onto the Volcarona. So it is our safest play here. Alright, let's see what the Annihilate decides to do. I'm assuming just a Drain Punch, but it's gonna be a Drain Punch to a Pelipper. CC, okay. I'm actually gonna rotate targets onto that Annihilate pretty soon. Especially now that it lowered its defenses. And just got hit by some Rocky Helmet. They're gonna go for the Quiver Dance here. What are the odds of this Quiver Dance and Rage Powder, though? That'd be wild. Alright, well, Hurricane's gonna do a lot of damage onto that slot. The Annihilate shouldn't be able to knock out the Salamence here, I don't think. I am just going to double Hurricane that spot with everything I got. I don't think Volcarona threatens my Salamence either. I think Salamence is still in a pretty decent position. I think that was definitely the right switch for me. Now that they lower their defenses on Annihilate, I'm throwing everything into it. I got 2 flying types on the field, staring at the Annihilate in the face. You better Terrastalize here or else you're going to go down. And I don't think my opponent wants to lose their stats that bad. They just got that free +1. Oh, baby, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Close combat again. You're not going to take me out. Not taking me out. Just going to lower the defenses even more. Ooh, if I would have Tailwinded here, that would have been ideal. But alas, it's not what I did. Anyway, the +1 Annihilate is now gone. Makes me feel a lot better about the game. That's for sure. Did they bring the Tyranitar in the back? I can only assume they did. Which means I'm clicking Wide Guard right away. And they're also holding Terrastalization for somebody. It's D-Knight. Alright, well now that changes a few things. I'm going to swap Lucario in. And then Terrastalize Hurricane. Yeah, Terrastalize Hurricane because I don't want to take too many E-Speeds. You know? I don't want to take too many E-Speeds. And I don't think they're going to go for a Heat Wave this turn. Hopefully not. If I eliminate the Volcarona, then having Steel types isn't a bad thing for me anymore. So let's put an axe on my dragon's head. Let's slay the dragon. Get rid of the typing. Ooh, something else is happening. I'm just assuming it's a normal Tera from the Dragonite. Yeah. Which is fine. Like I said. Doesn't bother us because we're steals. Question is, what is the Volcarona going to do? Beautiful Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz who? No damage, even at +1. Get out of town with that nonsense. All right, that's amazing for us. Because we also it just eliminated our normal weakness too. Oh, they went for Declaw. Awesome. Works for me too. They're going to lose some life for, which means they don't have multi-scale. All we got to do is CC protect that spot. T-Tar. Oh, you can't hide either, dude. Honestly, I think we take the shot into T-Tar now, because typically T-Tars of this caliber don't have Protect. I'm also going to try to cycle my Intimidates here by preserving my Salamence and sacking off my Pelipper. That'll do two things. It'll get the sand out of here, and it'll sack off my Pelipper. It'll get more Rocky Helmet damage on the Dragonite, and we'll be able to knock out the Tyranitar for free. Because again, Tyranitar variants like this love Assault Vest. Get rid of them at any cost, especially after they waste the Tera, because there's just no Protect to hide behind. Nice. Goodbye. Oh, that's amazing. It feels nice when you know meta sets. You know, it feels really nice sometimes when you just know the team so well. You've played against it so many times. You're just like, okay, I know what to do. They get rid of my Lucario here. No big deal. I mean, granted, it does suck, but it is what it is. I can now go back into Salamence just for the Intimidate. Be like, whoop-de-doo, look at me, I'm a dragon. Oh, Inner Focus, that's right. Oh, never mind. I might have just wasted a turn for no reason. I'm going to Protect Salamence now. And then just Hurricane. Hopefully they don't E-Speed my Pelipper. I really hope they don't, because then I might be throwing. Alright, thankfully they don't, and I outspeed, which is super convenient. They just go for a low kick on my Salamence. Oh, okay, fair. I get that. But I think just throwing 2 Hurricanes into this thing, that should be GG. One of the 2 Hurricanes are going to do it. Alright, they're going to go for the E-Speed now. Going to finish off my Pelipper. I get it. Rocky Helmet's going to deal some chip. All that is left is my Salamence to hit the final Hurricane and show who the true dominant dragon is in the meta. Ironically, it's neither of these two. But regardless, in this situation, it's Salamence. And we're going to take another win today. That's 3 wins, 1 loss in today's episode. Not bad at all with a Lucario. Also, this team is an absolute blast. Let's go ahead and get you guys that rental code. And here you have the Series 1 Scarlet and Violet Wet Dog team, Lucario, entering the battle. Honestly, an absolute blast with Lucario. I feel like Lucario did a very, very good showcase in today's episode. And unironically, in the last battle, it was 1v1 versus Dragonite, which is the other Inner Focus extreme speed user that likes the normal Tera. So there's a lot of fun little nuances that happened in today's video. I think Lucario got a great showcase. I think Raichu got an even better showcase. You know, Raichu really coming in clutch in one of those games, just being able to eliminate a Slow King, stop the Trick Room, Fake Out just being that much stronger nowadays because we don't have Dynamax to worry about. Amoonguss, clear Smog. You did it, buddy. You did it. Overall, very fun video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead, hit the like button down below, and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. And you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, greatly appreciate you. And also make sure to check out Olsson's stuff down below in the description as well. I'm Kevin, Pokesports. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and peace out. Bye-bye.